Michele from the Scattered Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. Today is the second day of Thankful and Blessed, and today I am going to be scrapbooking this photo here of my mom and my two girls and me, and I am most assuredly thankful and blessed for them. I'm also going to be using this Pagemaps sketch right here. I'm really excited to put this on the diagonal and have all these different patterns and things. So I have some papers picked out and some more supplies, so let's get started. For this layout, I have picked out some supplies from Amy Tangerine's Slice of Life. And I love these colors, and I think that these papers just go perfectly with this sketch. And spoiler alert, I love how this layout turns out. I followed the sketch pretty much spot on, and I just love how it turned out. It is so fun. Now, here you're going to see me make a big mistake, and you probably see it right now. It's probably glaring at you, staring you in the face, but I don't see it yet. I'm even fooling with the papers and I still don't see it yet. And we'll get back to that in a minute. But I have a piece of paper from the 6x8 paper pad, that orange paper with the little X's on it. And that's going to be my main layer under my photo. And then I have this beautiful floral that I am going to use for the next layer. In the sketch, it's a polka dot, a white paper with a black polka dot on it. And I really like this flowers with the orange. I think there's a really good balance of patterns and sizes of patterns. And so I'm going to go ahead and start gluing everything down. Still haven't noticed. You'll see me. I will notice it. Here it comes. And there it is. I cut it wrong. I thought I was cutting it right. I thought if I just turned this paper the opposite way on my trimmer as I did from the first paper cut that I made, that it would just be exactly right. And no, it's not. It is opposite, but like a mirror image, and I don't want it to be a mirror image. You know, I need it to be angled the other way. And so I pull out my piece of paper and I square it back up. And here I'm trying to think, like, okay, how do I need to cut this? Y'all, I struggle. And I leave this in here. I could have cut it all out, but I leave it in here to show you that sometimes it's not easy. And when you're like me, who is very challenged when it comes to measurements and apparently cutting angles. Oh my gosh. I was so frustrated because, like, look, here I am. I'm trying to figure out, okay, how do I cut this so that the right side is higher and the left side is smaller? So now I've turned my paper upside down. No, that's not it. Don't do it that way. That doesn't work either. It's exactly the same. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm getting it together here. This is what you have to do. I'm going to show you in just a second what I had to do in order to get this correct. I had to turn the trimmer. I had to turn the trimmer how I wanted it and put the paper in the trimmer how I wanted it. Now, in my mind, that's the way I cut it the first time, but it's not. It worked that time. Y'all, I still don't understand how that worked when all the other times I cut the paper didn't. My brain just does not work that way. Oh my gosh, but we finally got it. We got it. I got it cut right, and it is taped down with my ATG, and we're on a roll now. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. In the sketch, the corners of that paper that I just used the corner rounder on, is rounded. So I'm like, ooh, that's a really neat little visual difference, a little bonus there. And I don't use my corner rounder hardly any anymore. I mean, I know that used to be like a really big thing back when I first started scrapbooking in the early 2000s. You rounded everything, your pictures, your papers, everything. But I don't use it very much anymore, so I think that having it just those two opposite corners makes for a really interesting look. And then I used some yellow washi tape to do, I think it's supposed to be like a wood grain strip in the sketch, but I just used that yellow washi tape. And now I'm just going to go through the die cuts. I have the die cut pack for this collection, and I'm looking to see if there's anything that I would like to use, and some possibilities I'm just kind of throwing there in a pile to the side. And there's a lot of great little pieces in this die cut set. In fact, this is, I want to say, I think this is the first time I'm even using this collection. I am so embarrassed to say that. Sometimes I have, my hobby is buying scrapbooking supplies, and sometimes my hobby is actually making scrapbook pages. Oh, so here I'm actually getting to use the supplies that I bought. And for my title, I'm just calling this Smile, because we're all basically smiling. My younger daughter is doing some kind of cute little face with puffing her cheeks out. But we're smiling because we're all together, and I'm so thankful and blessed when we can get together and have a good time with one another. I just love my family, and any time we can get together is a great time. So here I'm just kind of figuring out how I want to build these clusters, and I actually have my cluster on the bottom in a different spot than what is shown in the sketch. But I'm okay with that. It's how the die cuts worked out, and I like how it looks. And we are actually together at a Waffle House, and I've got some food die cuts that I had pulled out, and I've got some stickers that I'm going to use. And here's a fun fact. If you did not know, you actually can order pie at Waffle House. I think they have two kinds of pie. I don't remember which kind they are, but I have a donut here, which, as far as I know, Waffle House does not sell donuts, but that's okay. It's fine. It's food. We're at a place where you get food. And then I have this coffee mug, or this coffee cup, and of course Waffle House has coffee, and they have coffee cups. So I've got that cup there that's got the flowers in it. So now I have flowers in all three of my clusters, and right now I've got food in just two of them. But I'm going to look through this little sticker book here and find some things. One thing I also have is I've got the word smile in my title, and then that die cut in the bottom says enjoy the now. So I want to put another word in this smaller little cluster here. So I have the sticker love. And then here's where I get some food, or at least more food in this small cluster. I have that little slice of pie, and then I get food in the title cluster too, with another little sticker of some pie. It looks like cherry pie to me. That looks like cherry pie. I don't think Waffle House has cherry pie. I think it's like apple, and I don't know what else. I need to ask my older daughter, because she's working there right now. And she actually comes in. You'll see her hand here in a minute because we get to talking about the layout and stuff. And I ask her, since I'm using these pie stickers and die cut, can you get pie at Waffle House? And she's like, yeah, we've got 2 kinds of pie. Excuse me. And here I'm just looking to see if there's any puffy stickers that I want to use. And since I have that big heart in the title, I go ahead and put some little hearts in the other 2 clusters, as well as the little coffee cups or the little teacups. And then I have, oh, there she is. I have these little sprigs here or flourishes to use from the thicker set, and we start talking about where I want to put them and how I want to use them. And she had a good suggestion there, but I was like explaining to her about wanting to kind of keep to my little visual triangle here with my 3 clusters. And I could have put this up there. It looks fine, but it just, I wasn't feeling it. So I go back to the thicker sheet, and there's a few more of these little sprigs that I can try and use. And the one on this page looks exactly like the one in the bottom. So I wanted to try and find one that was a little bit different from the others. So I go with this one, which doesn't really look much different, but I think there is a slight difference. And then I use this other little one up there at the top to finish filling out my title. And then I'm going to use some I'm going to use some enamel dots that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm using 3 different colors. This is probably one of my favorite things to do with enamel dots, is to use 3 different colors in 3 different sizes. And I've got this red and orange and yellow, and I'm just going to stick those down there to finish with some finishing touches. And then of course I'm going to bring in the mica stain. I just love this mica stain. You can use it for any time of year. It doesn't have to be just Halloween. It's a really pretty kind of, it's not a real bright yellow. I really like it. And that is going to do it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope that you can figure out how to cut your diagonals much better than I am able to. Maybe you can teach me. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.